Warning, this podcast contains whispers.
Stop that.
No.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Sleepy Hollow, Season 3, Episode 2. I'm your host, Clio. With me, I have the Whispering Dom.
Whispers in the dark.
And Kim. the non-whispering Kim. I'm sorry, the whispering threw me off because I'm wearing headphones today, and it was very creepy in my ear. Gross creepy in my ear.
So what you're saying is I'm creepy in your ear. Got it.
Creeping in her ear.
I'm creeping in your ear.
Creepy inner ear?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. What did you guys think of this episode? I liked it.
It was good.
The box is back.
The box is back. Oh god, I completely forgot about it. While I'm watching the episode, I'm not a 5-year-old, but when we start talking about it here...
Oh, okay, and I made a decision. I actually like his hair. I like his hair.
Okay, because in this episode, his hair was under control.
Yeah, it was...
I rewatched the first episode with my parents, and it's like, his hair is out of control!
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what it was. That's probably what it was. It was probably cut the day of filming the first episode, and then, it's always that first day is awkward, and then, as filming went on, which I believe the scheduling for, typically for a normal show, is they leave about 3 days for filming per episode. So, if that is the case, then the first 3 days, we would have dealt with that. And then as you get into the next 3, it had a little time to grow into itself and not be so unruly.
I thought it was very nice. Like the scene where they're sitting on the porch and he's on the swing, and it looked it was very nice. I was like, oh, God, you're cute. Anyway.
I was not thinking the same thing, just for the record. Yeah.
This is gonna happen when I cut off all my hair.
I cut off all mine already.
I will never again. Never again.
So, Crane is living with Abby. They're roomies. And them being domestic witnesses is adorable. At least attempting to be.
But I think the opening scene with him cleaning was the absolute best thing the show has ever had.
When he was cleaning, I was like, Crane, whose house did you break into to just start cleaning?
Yeah.
I was wondering what he was cleaning like. And then he goes into her unmentionables and he just stops.
It's not that he went into them, they were in the laundry. He just, he pulls it out and he's looking at it and he's like, ooh, that's awfully see-through.
He just stares at it for a second going, oh damn.
Surprised he knows how to do laundry.
Right? Well, he's been there for a while now. It's not like he's just dropped in now, and he's been there for at least 2 years?
Yeah.
So 2 years is plenty of time to figure out how to do laundry.
He used a vacuum, so he knew how to use a vacuum too. Figured that out.
That's true.
Apparently he doesn't know how to use the oven though.
It's not that he didn't know how to use it. He doesn't know how to set the timer on it for sure. But he clearly got distracted.
Yeah.
By see-through unmentionables.
Anybody that cooks and does not set a timer is just asking for trouble. Just throwing that out there. Even if you're like, oh, I only have to heat something for 5 minutes in the oven, you still set a timer. I don't care. You think you're gonna remember it, but something comes up, you get a phone call, anything, he got distracted by the unmentionables, anything like that happens, you're gonna forget about it and you're gonna burn your food.
I forget everything, so I'm like, no, timer.
Yeah.
I did that with my grilled cheese today. It didn't burn, but it melted too much.
I'm really bad at burning the grilled cheese. One side always turns black.
I don't know, I always burn my cereal.
Only you.
But
only you would burn your cereal.
But I could boil toast like no other.
I bet. I have full faith in your boiled toast skills.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So Abby's got a new boss since the old one got murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And this is her buddy from
Her buddy. How's
her buddy from
from
Monaco. We kind of get a little bit like that's how they rose through the ranks so quickly, because they were pushing each other.
That is a terrible euphemism for sex, Clio.
Yeah. Well, when they said it in the episode, I'm like, yeah, pushing.
They were playing with a different kind of box.
Yes, it was not Pandora's.
Not this time.
No. Whoa. Ooh. Show might get even more interesting than I thought it was gonna get.
But yeah.
Crane definitely felt like third wheel in that situation.
There was all kinds of awkwardness going on there.
He's like, we live together, and she's just like, oh God, stop.
Yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of people feel uncomfortable being the third wheel. Like, I don't know, but maybe it's just me, but I like uncomfortable situations because I like to make them more uncomfortable for the other people, and that's how I keep my entertainment, by not being uncomfortable myself. So the way I look at it is, being the third wheel in a relationship like that, you just make a tricycle, and it's okay. Tricycles get around just fine.
I know Crane kind of did make it feel like more awkward, but at the same time, like I was getting this weird, like slightly like jealous vibe. Like he wanted to make it sound like they were together.
Yeah, I was getting that too.
Huh.
And
that's
I know,
interesting.
I know Cleo's been, off of pushing the Crane and Abby relationship since season 2. Season 1, I should say. I meant the last 2 seasons, but it seems more plausible now, because everything that happened, and him not having. What was this? What, Katrina?
Yeah.
So.
I always like from the beginning I saw it. I mean, until Katrina came somewhat back and more back into the picture a little bit. Then I was like, okay, but then she died.
I see.
It's nonchalant. She died.
I see what he did in that scene as payback, because when they were talking to Jenny about Betsy Ross, Abby was like, yeah, they did it, like So he's just like, well.
Yeah, I can see
back
it.
At you a little bit.
I can see it that way as well, but Cleo, are you completely against now a relationship between Abby and Ichabod, or is that something that you would consider plausible?
She's like, no.
Listen, Castle, Bones, all of those fucking shows where they get to, no, I hate it. Castle was ruined for me.
It's the same thing. It's always the same thing. It's the same with most shows like this. With any show, you have the couple that most of everyone like, oh, well, that's the couple we wanted to get together. So they spend season after season after season, keeping them away from each other one way or another, or something, because they know once you get them together, the show's over. Period. More times than not, the show ends.
Okay.
It happens quite often.
Yeah, I mean, look at Zoe 101. Right? Is that what that show was? I don't know. There was a Nickelodeon show with Britney Spears' sister.
It's definitely a show I did not watch.
I didn't watch it either, but my point being is I just saw it plastered all over Facebook on the timeline, the news feed ticker or whatever. It's been 10 years or something since the show aired, and or since it went off the air, or since it started or something like that. And the creator got almost all the characters back, or the main characters, I guess, back for it, to film something about a time capsule episode. And in it, the girl, Zoe, I guess, Britney Spears' sister, confessed her love for the character that everybody was trying to get together, that they were trying to, ship them with. It was on, a DVD time capsule video. And because I watched the video, because I was like, what the hell is this? Why is everybody making this into a big deal? It's the two people that they were shipping the whole time, and never got together on the show, they now was like, oh, it could have been a thing. And I don't know. I thought it was cool, even though I never watched the show. But yeah, I kind of see that, because that's the same dynamic that you have here. It's Ichabod may be into her, and Abby doesn't know that he's interested kind of deal.
I don't know.
So she doesn't want to...
Ichabod's got all these random biddies, like, swooning over him.
He does.
It's the second time in as many episodes that just a random biddy has been like...
One of them is in this podcast right now.
Random biddy.
I'm not going to say any names. No names.
Just because I have a thing for him.
I didn't say any names.
He's pretty.
But yeah.
But, okay, so this brings into another thing. So, Betty Ross, Nikki Reed's character, is on the start screen. So she's obviously going to be a character that we're going to see. That she's
she's in the intro.
Yeah, which is funny because the Pandora is not.
Yeah, she is.
Was she?
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I missed it.
Yeah, it was Ichabod, Abby, Jenny, Betsy, and Pandora.
Was it? Okay, I missed her then. But I know that we were talking about last, if she was going to become a thing or not, and she is. She's in the intro, so she is going to be around randomly.
She could be in Pandora's box right now.
Oh, that's a good point.
But
in the intro, she's in her colonial garb. Like, she does not look modernized at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, but if she was in the colonial garb when she was captured, then she's going to come out in the colonial garb, so...
That's true.
Definitely, yeah, it's definitely going to be flashbacks. At this point, that's all we can see is flashbacks, unless you're right,
of course.
And she comes flipping out of the box, then... But that means something happened.
That's how she's going to come out of the box, flipping out the box.
But that would mean at some point or other she became evil.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, everything that comes out of the box is evil.
That we've seen so far. Evil. We don't know if that's the case. Because it seems like Pandora is controlling whatever's coming out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
She has some degree of control what she lets out.
True.
So, that we don't actually know the rules of her box.
No, but it would be cool. I mean, if she is controlling and she does come out of the box. Could use her.
I was waiting for Tom to say something.
Could use her as a rift between Ichabod and brain fart.
Betsy?
Yeah, or things. Use her to control Ichabod a little. I guess that's.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
That was the wording I was looking for.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, like, if we're gonna see Abraham again. The Horsemen.
Yeah, I definitely. I think we're gonna see the Horsemen. I mean, we showed them in the flashback, so they're just kind of reminding us so we don't forget.
Yeah.
Well, being he is in the box.
Her box swallowed him whole.
It's not me this time, guys.
No,
it's all me. All my fault.
I've made a couple box jokes.
I'm doing them on purpose, though.
I know.
So what's the new boss's name? Daniel? Daniel Patrick? He has 2 first names. I already don't trust him.
He's clearly a country singer.
You can't trust a man with 2 first names.
No, because they all sing country music.
At least he doesn't have 3 names, because it takes 3 names to be a serial killer.
It's true. So yeah, because we were talking last week about how, how was it 8 months or something? That seemed really fast to come up through Quantico.
Right.
Yeah.
And now we found out why.
They're pulling strings.
Pushing each other.
Yeah. Which is interesting, that we talked about it and then here's the answer. You've been gifted with an answer. That doesn't usually happen in shows.
Her ex thingy.
Her ex biddy.
Yeah. Call him a biddy?
They're just like, yeah, we're gonna be profesh. Let's just be profesh about this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, he looks like he's into trying to get something going again, while she's like, I don't know.
Like, shut it down.
Like, you and I are done. You go have your, whatever.
Yeah, he's definitely a little, like, I don't want to say shady. He's ambitious. And I think in his ambition, he may do some not so amazing things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if I see. I definitely see. I could see that he'd do something stupid purely because he wants to get where he wants. Like, he wants to get what he wants. Anyway, but he's obviously going to get involved in whatever's going on with the supernatural stuff. He's either going to something's going to happen. He's going to try to push to find out information.
Yeah.
Or something.
I mean, I'm more interested personally in her old boss's son.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, that storyline right now.
Biddy Corbin.
Yes.
I'm not going to stop using that word.
Okay. Biddy Corbin.
Everyone is a biddy today.
Okay.
Biddy Corbin.
Everybody's a biddy. You heard it right here. Everyone's a biddy.
Clio 2015.
I'm gonna tweet that shit. Everybody's a biddy. A biddy in a box.
I'm not choking on myself. I'm okay. Anyway. Corbin, what's his first name? Joe Corbin. He gets kidnapped. Like, he comes up, say hi to Jenny, like, what's up? Tell me some stuff. And he gets kidnapped by some dude named Randall. Now, I have no problem saying Randall's a shady motherfucker. He is shady.
Can I just say I was waiting for the angel to come back at this point?
I actually keep thinking about it now. I was like, all right, Orion, can we have him now, please? Can I get my, Dominion storyline in?
I mean, because the last time we saw him, he dropped down in the woods, and there was some little thing about this ring, and da-da-da-da-da, and I don't know what exactly happened anymore, because he just never came back, but...
It's like they wrote it and completely abandoned it. It's like, why would you make that episode?
Yeah.
It was like, oops. Wait, what are we doing?
Yeah, so I feel like Orion's got to come back at some point, but I was expecting him every time because he was in the woods. The last time we saw him was in the woods, so every time they go into the woods now, I'm just expecting like Orion to show up again. But
well, he's got wings; he can show up wherever the fuck
I know,
he wants.
but like it's because he's not gonna just like show up in the middle of the town. Like he's gonna be secluded about it.
You don't know that.
He's not gonna just fly down in the middle of a crowd of people.
You don't know that.
I do know that. He's gonna be very secretive.
Okay, so we don't know how angels work in this, maybe they're just like, oh, fuck you, I don't care, bleh.
I'm pretty sure everybody would know about everything supernatural if angels just started flying around, like... So, I feel like it's gonna be on the DL still.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Angel biddies.
Angel biddies, yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know where that would fit in with Pandora, though. Where angels would fit in with Pandora, unless
the fallen angels.
Unless, Lucy's in the box.
Yeah, Lucy. It would be nice if Lucifer was actually a woman and went by Lucy.
Oh, that'd be great.
That would be amazing.
I mean, it would make sense. I mean, even though we're going with a whole nother, obvious mythology-wise. I mean, you don't see angels. Well, I mean, angels are not in that thingy, whatever. But yeah, but now we brought in how about this whole the Egyptian stuff, the what was it, the rock.
Yeah, I don't even know what that rock was, to be honest.
Was it I have it was Egyptian. I remember that, but I can't remember which god he said. Was it Anubis?
I mean, Anubis is the
Anubis is
like that. What is he? The god of life or death or something like that?
He's not even
Shard. Shard of Anubis.
Shard of Anubis, yeah. Anubis is the
god of the underworld, isn't he?
No, he's like the over, like mummification. It's over the journey of the dead.
So he's the ferryman, basically. He's like the equivalent of the ferryman.
Yeah, because Arius,
yeah,
is the god of the dead and
right. Yeah, so Anubis is god of the underworld, and because he's typically with the Ankh he's got his hand. So maybe that's a shard up from the Ankh or something.
You know what? I've heard of the shards of Anubis, and I forget what they are.
Now we're all looking at them.
Yeah. That's why I know. No, it isn't. No, I searched it and there was something about Yu-Gi-Oh down there. I was like, of course. Of course.
Probably where you remembered it from.
Anyway, I don't know where I've heard it before, but I have heard it of the Shard of Anubis before. But yeah, what? I don't think we got an answer from Randall or from Jenny about why it's important now. Because she's had it for years.
I'm just curious, because I may be, like, forgetting part of the show or something, but did they ever reveal that Jenny was working for Corbin, this whole time?
Yeah.
When was that revealed?
Like, very, very beginning. Like,
when she first came into the show?
Yeah. When she came into
so that was, what, season
1? Yeah. So when, around when, they start working with Jenny, and Abby's like, wait, none of this surprises you? And she's like, no. I know all about this shit.
Oh, yeah. I completely forgot that she was, like, working with Corbin. I was like, is this, like, a big reveal now? That, like, I couldn't... They were, like... No, they were undermining it, and I was like, this seems like a big deal to me. So...
The end of season 1.
Yeah, it's just me forgetting that happened, so... I watch a lot of TV. I'm allowed to forget things.
There's a lot of TV to be watched. I really liked the Wraith. I thought he was really cool.
Yeah. I mean, when I first heard the whispers, it sounded very much like John Noble's voice.
Oh.
So I instantly was like, oh my god, please tell me that, I forget his character now. What was his character's name?
Henry. We did this last week, too.
Yeah, I always do it. I was like, please tell me Henry's coming back. Please tell me, because ever since he's been gone now, like, I just feel like this hole, because I love John Noble. He's, like, one of my favorite actors. And I cannot begin to tell you how much I enjoyed him playing Scarecrow in the last Batman game. Like, as soon as Scarecrow started talking, I was like, that's John Noble! Because he's never been the Scarecrow before, so.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's awesome.
Yeah. It makes me wonder what he's doing next, or if he's retiring.
I don't think he's retiring.
Hope not.
Because he seemed to, like... I think Fringe... I mean, if he did acting beforehand, Fringe is kind of what reinvigorated his career, or brought him into...
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that wasn't, I don't think, as big of a deal for him. I honestly don't.
Oh, no, probably not. And not in terms of, like, leading status, but...
Right, that's what I mean. Fringe is the one that brought him back into the major acting spotlight, of people are going to look for him to do roles kind of thing, Yeah.
Because it was an awesome show.
Yeah. But Lord of the Rings may have helped him get into the Fringe role in the first place, so, it all.
Well, got me to watch Fringe.
There you go.
There are countless TV shows that I have been hooked into watching.
Just because of actors you like?
/ The Hobbit. Actors have been in them. Lost, Fringe, Hannibal. Fuck that show.
I really liked Hannibal, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Hannibal, I kept meaning to, and I haven't.
But whispering the dude's name or saying the guy's name, whatever, is kind of a cool twist on that. Like, if you know that their name, and it just, like, everything's just so convenient that he's like, oh, this just happens to be the one that, all of a sudden, the last second, I remember this guy's name because, the Betsy Ross, or is that who it was?
Yeah.
Betsy Ross was like yelling his name in a fight or something that he just happened to remember from 100 years ago, and
it wasn't 100 years ago to him.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta remember that. Yeah, to him, maybe he was sleeping, so it's only like a few years for him.
Yeah, but still, it's just I don't know. Things how does it just happen to be the same person? You know, it's just too coincidental.
It's fate. They're the witnesses destined to blah 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 blah
yeah,
blah.
Exactly. That's how it's gonna be explained.
Yeah,
but it doesn't change the fact that it irritates me less.
But here's the question though. So that so he got put in the box. So did he get put in the box after this episode, or was she taking stuff out of the box then? But okay, I just realized I think I answered my own question, because if he was obviously alive at that time, whatever he was. Wait, here's confused.
Yeah, she's talking about the Wraith. So the Wraith had to have been put in the box in the past.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but he would have had to been put in the box after that incident.
Right.
With Betty Ross and all that.
Yes.
Stuff. So that means Pandora's been walking her happy ass around for...
Just playing with her box.
Just playing with her box. Exactly.
That's why her ass is so happy.
Around in the area for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was there and then she left and she came back.
Right.
But the question is, like, does she come around looking for specifically, like, oh, well, I want you in my box. So I'm going to come here.
Walk halfway across the world to put you in my box. But she's taking orders from whoever's running the show.
Right.
So maybe he's telling her, go to these places at these times, get these things.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see Hades? Do you think it's Hades?
Could be Hades. Since we've seen like a cross of cultures, like the Yowie demon was, Yaogwai was Chinese, I think. Yeah. This one was, the shard is Egyptian. Pandora is Greek. I would like to see it be a unified, like, group of gods, like
so like a group of evil underworld.
Yeah, I never thought about that. So
that crosses over from all of the religions of the world.
So like Hades and Lucifer, the devil.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd like to see something from Buddha or Chinese or Japanese cultures, because I know Supernatural tossed in, the TV show Supernatural tossed in like a Japanese ghost a couple seasons ago. I think it was season 7 or 8, and that was like the first time they explored that mythos like that, and it was really cool. So I'd like to see a show like this kind of get into that subculture as well.
Yeah, I really feel that's where it's going, since we've gotten angels, Christian angels, we've gotten ancient Greece, ancient Egypt. It would be really cool if they did something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we had Medusa too, so.
Yeah.
Keeping with the Greek.
A lot of Greek. I'm interested to see, because I'm into all of the stuff, the Egyptian and all that stuff. So I'm interested to see more Egyptian come out around now that we have the Anubis.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely we've hit multiple cultures, so that's really cool. That's a good thought process to see if we can have multiple, just a collective evil controlling her as she controls the box.
Yeah. Yay.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm excited. I think we have more questions than answers right now.
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's only the second episode.
I mean, she definitely has a lot of power going on. I mean, we saw her mysteriously, here is a coffee shop. It's not really here. Do you see it? Kind of
Psych!
She did that. I mean, we know she can change her appearance on the whim.
Yeah.
Not, we haven't seen her really change herself physically, but we've seen her change her outer appearance a little bit, her clothing and different things.
And I just I didn't realize this last week, but when Abby at the end of the episode, she's like, "Oh, that's I met her,"
Yeah.
That's Pandora.
Yeah.
Like, you don't recognize the name Pandora, like, immediately? Like, I've never met a person named Pandora.
But that's what Abby said to her when she introduced herself. She was like, oh, Pandora, like the lady with the box.
Right, but still, it's just like, out of everything that Abby's been through, and just getting off the fact that it's not like she's been away from the supernatural stuff for a long time. Like, she was, but then she came right back, got thrown into the mix of it again, and then doesn't question Pandora? Like...
They were also drinking, I think.
I guess.
Was drinking, but yeah, I would have picked up, I would think if that was in
I'd
the same
just be
situation,
super suspicious.
I'd be like...
I'd been like, hey, Crane, get over here.
I'm like, where's the box?
This girl's name's Pandora. Get in her box.
This lady's got a box.
Get in her box.
You should search it.
You know, if she introduced herself to him, he would have questioned it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Because I still think that she sometimes is very she questions the whole witness thing, questions it a little bit. I mean, she believes in it, but I think she still fights it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that might have been part of the reason why she didn't go, oh, hey, that's weird. You know, it didn't, like, dawn on her.
Right.
While, you know, Ichabod's paranoid about all of it.
Yeah, she's definitely the realist.
More resistant.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Just the Scully.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit.
So, that's what I think.
Yeah.
I'd like something else.
I don't know. That's all I got for this episode. Are you guys?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I can't think of anything off the top.
Just have a lot of expectations, and I'm curious if they're all going to be met, and Angels are one of them.
I friggin' hope Angels are one of them.
Well, I mean, if they showed it once, they're gonna bring it back. The question is, how, when, or...
I don't know. They dropped Orion like a sack of potatoes. Like, real quick.
It was like 2 episodes before the finale, too, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we were like, there's gotta be a payoff, and then it was like, nothing.
Well, maybe he'll reappear randomly out of nowhere. I mean,
and like Ichabod was getting all jealous of the Angel, and like, you know, it was just like, oh, I don't know if you could trust that bracelet, you know, whatever, you know, and they like locked it into a drawer. I don't even remember what happened with it. Last thing I know, like, he found it in the drawer because she put it in there and was like, what is this? And he's like all jealous over it, and then she like tried to explain her way out of it, and then it never came up again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, 'cause she had lied about the thingy. Thingu. And I was trying to find the synopsis for next week, but because I forgot, but I can't find it, so... Next week, is, called Blood and Fear, and it's gonna be about something.
Oh! Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be about something.
That's the best synopsis
everyone.
I've ever heard.
Professionalism, that's it.
I mean, this whole podcast has been professional. We've been not talking about boxes the whole time. So...
Yeah, I haven't been talking about boxes. I've been talking about vaginas. What are you talking about?
Fear is rampant in Sleepy Hollow when Pandora releases an ancient artifact from her box that can transform an ordinary human into a terrifying figure from the past. So. It's another
your past coming back to haunt you.
Yeah, that's always the theme of this show, though. It's because this whole show takes place in the present and the past. So
that's true.
This is
interesting. I'm liking it and digging it. Can't wait to see where all these weird monsters coming out of that lady's box are going. So, Dom, where can the people find you?
What else is in your box, lady? What's in your box?
You can find me at Phenomedom, PHENOMEDOM, where there will be no discussion of boxes.
All right. Cam, where can people find you?
At PUFFITY, PUFFITY. And I cannot promise that I won't talk about boxes and all kinds of other things, because I do.
It's true. You can find me at Clio and on the Twitch. On the Twitch?
On the Twitch.
On the Twitch.
On
The
Twitch
Twitch.
at the Cliomoto.
Go download the Twitch app right now. The Twitch. Not Twitch, that's the wrong app.
You can find me on the Facebooks and the Twitters. You can find all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows. Oh, hey, Dom, I see you finally kicked that cough.
I'm trying to find the Twitch.
Until next week. Bye.
Bye.
Space.